Hi guys, so if you're a sports coach and you're putting all your time, effort and finances into trying to get every single qualification that you can within your sports niche, sadly you're making one of the biggest mistakes as a sports coach that's going to hold your development and also, more importantly, your business, your sporting business back. Now, I've been coaching in sports now for nearly 30 years and I've met thousands of coaches who've got every coaching certification possible within their sporting niche, and they're struggling to make an income, especially when they're trying to build their own business. A lot of them have got to have a job, and obviously they're doing the sports business in their spare time. And I've also met thousands of coaches as well who've got zero qualifications or maybe just like one certification or qualification in their sports niche, and they're making six figures in their business. And the reason being is they put their time and effort and finances into building their business first. Now, am I saying qualifications are not important? I'm not saying that, guys, okay? Yeah, obviously qualifications and certifications are important, especially if you're trying to get a job, obviously in your chosen sports. But if you're trying to start a sports business, okay, qualifications, guys, is not the priority. Please don't think that you need credibility or you need certifications to be a success in your sports coaching business. I'm going to prove this in this video, guys, okay? Oh, by the way, as well, if you're looking to build your sports coaching business or maybe start your own physical sports product, click the link below. It's completely free of charge. Join our free online community and network with fellow sports entrepreneurs all over the world, all in different sports. So we're not clashing with each other. We're all helping each other build six and seven figure sports business empires, guys, okay? So going back to obviously, the biggest, a massive mistake sports coaches make, as I say, they put too much time, effort and finances trying to get all the certifications they need. And that's because we're brainwashed, by our governing bodies that, that you need, these certifications to be successful. And you don't, okay? In fact, I'll use an example in my sports niche. So very, very quickly, if you've not heard of me before, my name's Ray Newland. I'm originally from Liverpool, England. My dream was to play professionally in goal for Liverpool, which is my hometown. But as fate had it, I played for the other football team, the other soccer team in my hometown, Everton. For you guys that might not know, it's a Premier League club. So I played professional for 10 years, but in 1998, a freak training, put my teeth back in, a freak training ground injury, finished my career overnight. Long story short, since 1998, I'm still doing this business to this day. My business, I took it into 37 countries across 6 continents, and I've literally helped thousands of goalkeeping coaches achieve their goalkeeping coaching dreams. So what I'm teaching here in this video, guys, and again, it doesn't matter what sport, okay? You might be thinking, well, Ray, I'm not a goalkeeping coach. It doesn't matter if you're a tennis coach, martial arts coach, American football, baseball, rugby, it doesn't matter, okay, guys, yeah? Obviously, what we teach on the field or in the gym, or on the court is obviously different, but the business fundamentals, how we build our coaching businesses are exactly the same, guys, okay? So one of the first things that I do when coaches join my Just for Keepers goalkeeping coaching organisation is I get it out of their head straight away when they're saying, well, look, Ray, I'll get going in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, 12 months' time. I've got to get these qualifications first. I clearly state straight away, look, you don't need your qualifications first, okay, yeah? Now, again, just to quickly digress as well, I've had so many coaches over the years have said, no, listen, I'd love to join your organisation, Ray, but I'm going to wait till I get my qualifications, and then when I've got my qualifications, I will then come back and then I'll start. What happens in 100% of the cases? I never hear from them again. They never contact me again. I sadly never see them building their own goalkeeping schools, guys, because if you wait for qualifications first, it's that much time, effort and finances, you're going to miss out on so many opportunities, okay? So these 2 things I suggest that you do. You either just focus on your business first and you don't even worry about your qualifications, okay, or certifications, or you build your business first, you put 90% into your business, and you might be doing your level 1 or level 2 qualification or certification on the side. But what I'm trying to say here to you guys, okay, your priority is your business, okay, yeah? So what you might be thinking, well, okay, Ray, if I'm not getting my qualifications, these 2 types of sports coaches are all bad. If you're a sports coach who's super confident in your abilities, you'll be like, right, I hear you. As I say, I'm just going to forge ahead with my sports coaching business, which again, I'll give you some more tips on that in a moment. Or if you're someone who might be maybe not as confident, you might be thinking, well, Ray, look, you know, I need a bit more confidence. And you know what, that's why I need the certification to give me confidence, guys. Okay, yeah. Again, you don't need that. I'm going to explain how you can do that. Okay, so again, I'm best explaining what I do to advise my goalkeeping coaches. And again, hopefully you'll be able to relate with this as well. So as a sports coach, again, doesn't matter what sport you're in, okay? So where you should be getting your advice, can you find other people within your sports niche? Or that's why it's super important, guys. Make sure that you join our free online community. Again, like we said as well, doesn't matter that we're in different sports, okay? Yeah, it's all the business fundamentals are exactly the same, okay? But one of the things that I would recommend you do is try to find other people in your niche who've been successful and try and emulate what they've done. Now, so obviously, if it's someone local to yourself, they're not really going to help you because they'll see you as competition. Maybe you can reach out to someone, you know, who's far away from you, maybe in another country. Start some type of dialogue with someone who's already successful, you know. And as I say, and if you can plug and, you know, ask them for help and advice, I assure you, someone who's been hugely successful in a sports coaching business in your sports niche is going to be more help for you than any certification that you will ever get, guys. Okay. Now, again, if the people will not directly help you, check them out. Have they got a YouTube channel? You know, are they selling a course? Are they selling courses? Have they got a book, etc.? You know, have they got sessions online where obviously you can go and figure out what they're doing, guys? And what you can do, you can maybe subscribe to them as well. You know, pretend. I know it's a bit you know, you might think it's a bit sort of dodgy doing that. Everyone does it, guys, okay, or most people do it, okay? Yeah, you subscribe to obviously what they do, get their emails, etc., and then you just sort of then reverse engineer what they're doing. Am I saying copy exactly what they do? No, I'm not saying that, guys, okay? Please do not copy someone's information or someone's information directly. Obviously, that's not the right thing to do. But what you can do is learn from what they've done, and and it's important that you put your angle. Okay, yeah, you put yourself obviously into your coaching business, guys. So that's one thing you can do. Okay, try and find as many people in your sports niche that's been a success, and then just simply copy what they're doing. As I say, subscribe to their emails. If they're running courses, go and pay. Okay, go and pay because they're giving you the shortcut to success, guys. Okay, yeah, it's super important to do that. So that's one of the things that I've always recommended my goalkeeping coaches to do. Is seek out, obviously, the goalkeeping coaches. The beauty about them joining our organisation, we've got a proven system. Okay, yeah, so obviously we've got all the training videos, etc. So when a coach joins obviously my organisation, they don't have to worry about anything. We take care of all the websites, all the social media, absolutely everything. We set everything up for them. So all they've got to do is just focus on getting the students. And again, we sort of help them with that. But like I say, but going back, if you're not a goalkeeping coach, guys, that's the biggest thing that I would be doing is I would be seeking out other sports coaches who've been successful before yourself, guys. Okay, yeah, and just try and emulate them as best you can. Again, you know, still try and do your coaching qualifications, but but you've got to make sure that your effort, 90% of your effort, 95% of your effort is building your business. And please remember what I'm going to say here as well, okay? And this is what I say to my goalkeeping coaches. Even though that you get your certification, if you're building your sports business, okay, the certifications, for the most part, if I go on a goalkeeping coaching certification, they just teach you how to coach, obviously how to coach goalkeepers. They don't teach you the business side of things. So getting your certification, guys, no matter what sport you're in, it's not going to help you build your business anyway. It's there for a completely different reason. It's going to show you obviously the most up-to-date ways how to coach. And again, but I also explain to my goalkeeping coaches and also sports coaches in general as well. Whatever niche you're in, okay, don't think for one moment, by the way, guys, okay, the governing body who teaches the certification in your niche is doing the right coaching. I'm not saying it's wrong, guys, okay, but in terms of business, what I'd be advising yourself as a sports coach, again, whether you're a tennis coach, martial artist, etc., you're going to learn more by watching the drills and the techniques from coaches who are successful within your niche. Okay, so someone who's been in business 5, 10, 15, 20 years longer than you, like I've already mentioned, obviously try and find out how they run their business, so you can obviously reverse engineer what they do with their business, but also check out their sessions as well, because if they've been going for 5, 10, 15, 20 years and they're still successful, they're obviously doing something right. Okay, you're going to learn so much more by watching the sports coaches in your niche who are having success. Watch their drills, okay, whether it's on a field, whether it's on a court, whether it's in a gymnasium. Watch what they do, watch their techniques. You will learn much more from coaches already successful. Okay, obviously within your sports niche. So again, I'm going to finish now, guys. Okay, so the message is clear here, guys. Okay, again, I'm not saying qualifications are not important, okay? Obviously, if you want a job, okay, obviously qualifications are important, because obviously you need the qualifications to get the job. But if you're looking to create a sports business for yourself, seriously, guys, qualifications are not as important as you think they are, okay? As I say, they are not as important as you think they are. Like I say, you'll get more momentum building your sports business by looking within your niche, looking to see who's already successful and trying to emulate them, by putting your own spin on things, by waiting 1, 2, 5, 10 years, spending 5, 10, 15,000 pounds or $15,000 on the certifications. You might as well put that money into building your business, guys. Okay, and that's one of the good things that I did. Instead of spending like £10,000, $10,000 on certifications, I put that £10,000 into building my business, into paid for ads, into paying virtual assistants, obviously to do all my social media, and my business took off, guys. And when I was going head to head with my competitors 25, 26 years ago, they were all chasing certifications. I was chasing building my business. And by the time they got the certifications, it was too late. I was 5 years ahead of them, and I went on to build the biggest goalkeeper schools globally and in history, guys, as well, because I focused on building my business first. I'm not focusing on qualifications. I looked within my goalkeeper niche. And again, I'm going to say it again, I advise you to look within your sport and niche. People who are successful, just emulate them, emulate their business models, also emulate what they do on the field, on the court, in the gymnasium, etc. And also make sure that you subscribe, obviously to our free online community, like I say, because you'll get to network with like-minded sports entrepreneurs all over the world. We go live at least twice a month, so you get to speak to myself personally and other sports entrepreneurs live as well, and you get to plug, obviously, and help each other. And that's why I created the Sports Brand Builders, by the way, guys, not only to help sports coaches, but selfishly as well, guys, okay, because it can be very, very lonely being an entrepreneur, building a business. So for myself, I wanted to build a network that I can tap into as well. Even though I've been doing this for nearly 30 years, I'm still learning all the time. Okay, I don't think for 1 second I know everything. So I actually started, believe it or not, selfishly, the Sports Brand Builders, obviously, so I could get to network with sports coaches, sports entrepreneurs all over the world, whether they're building a sports coaching business, whether they're building a sports physical product, or like me, they're doing both. They build a coaching business, and on the back of the coaching business, they then build their own physical sports coaching brand. Like I did, I actually developed my own goalkeeping gloves. So I hope that makes sense, guys. So make sure that you subscribe to our channel, comment below. If you can, please, guys, give it a thumbs up if you can as well, and make sure that you join our free online community and network with obviously fellow sports entrepreneurs all over the world. And please remember, guys, focus on your business, not qualifications or certifications.